Hello and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for your continued support. It really keeps me going. In this video, I'll be sharing some general gameplay tips and tricks that will help you get better at Hunt Showdown in general. Now, some of these tips may not have that major influence in the game, but overall they can come handy in life and death situations. These tips and tricks are very uncommon and I have not found them in a lot of guides from a lot of creators. So without further ado, let's get started. Number 1. Opening doors. Ever been shot so badly that you try to escape into a compound using a door only to struggle to press the right key? Or finding out the door is locked from the inside, resulting in your death? Well, you're not alone. Sometimes using a melee of your weapon or simply melee will open it much more quickly. Another trick which you can use is you can open locked doors from outside. If you can look through a certain hole and press the F button or shoot the bar of the door. Somehow that will eventually open the locked door from outside. Hope this helps. Number 2, do not climb ladders. Oftentimes when we are changing positions or taking a clue uphill somewhere or just simply going up the stairs for some random stuff only to get popped up in the head, obviously, or fall into a trap of some kind. So going up the stairs is a bad idea because A, going up is slow as hell. B, anyone can easily one-tap you from far or close. And also C, there is a certain delay when you get on top before you can start moving, which makes things worse. So do yourself and me a favor, take a different route. On number 3, climbing fences and jumping off the places. Now, there are very small animations in Hunt Showdown that are basically useless and slow, but they add a more realistic touch to the game. For example, climbing fences are one of them. By using a slight variation in your movement, you can climb or go over most of the obstacles. The movement guide for this simple jump is simply pressing W while suddenly changing your direction clockwise and then anti-clockwise. Suddenly to maneuver this move easily, practice it. Know that it's not possible in the higher fences, obviously. There is a pesky height fall damage in Hunt which increases in intensity depending upon the height. What's the solution? Either pick up a cheap trade kite skin, which reduces the amount of damage you get from falling from certain height, or maneuver your way down by using obstacles as a stepping grounds on your way down. It really works. Number 4. Combining light and heavy melee attacks. Oftentimes during combat we run into several grunts or other AI, and when using heavy melee attacks compared to light attacks, we get hit as there is certain delay between heavy attacks. So use combination of both heavy and light attacks to avoid getting hit during the combat. Obviously, it depends upon what type of melee weapon you have equipped in your slot. Obviously, for example, if you have a heavy melee attack, even using its light attacks can one-shot basically most of the grunts. And for example, compared to a simple knife, which will use a heavy attack to kill even a simple grunt. So obviously, it's up to you to figure out how to use which melee weapon and which combination you are going to use. But definitely use the combination of light and heavy melee attacks. They definitely work, even if it's a saber or bomb lance, whatever it is. All melee weapons can be used with a combination of both light and heavy melee attacks. Number 5, lantern is very useful. Besides burning bodies of hunters, you can actually use hunters to pretty much take care of everything. Most of the AI. You can use it to get rid of crows, ducks in the water, hives, grunts, armored hellhounds, even meatheads, and 2 bosses. Butcher, Emulator, and Water Devils are only 3 AI that are resistant to fire damage from Lantern, as Lantern burns on the surface of water if you actually throw it. You can also do flip challenges with it by turning it off using Axe, which is also kind of cool in some way. Now, if you want more tips like these, let me know down in the comments so I can make a series of these. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and I hope this video helped you in some way. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching again.